Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Welcome to Easy Stamping 123. Let's make a card together with only three things. All you need are stamps, paper, and ink. And I'm Karina Chin, and I am coming from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I want to welcome you today. So if this is your first time joining me, please put in the chat. It's your first time and where you're watching from. And if you've seen me before, just say hi. I love to know that my streams are working. And I didn't have time to announce that I was going on today, but I always go on Wednesday at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. And this is a way to get my friends stamping. Because if you buy Stampin' Up! Products, I find that we are collectors and I don't always use my stuff. So I started this challenge as a way to provide an easy template that all my friends can copy, grab a new stamp set, grab a few colors, and just have fun with it and stamp along with me. So I started doing templates back in last May, and now we're on episode 53, if you can believe it. Episode 53 easy stamping videos. It's crazy. And because I've been doing this for 16 years, I'm going to roll a dice to see what stamps that I have to use. And I am going to, I can't spin a wheel to see what colors I'm going to use because I don't have my iPad. Okay, well, we'll just grab a color coach card then and do it that way. So this is going to be super easy for me today. Okay, let's see if anybody is here today. Nobody's here yet. Okay, I will keep going and hopefully somebody will join me a little bit later or watch the replay. So if you're here or watching the replay, make sure you leave a comment and like or share the video because it does help me out so much. So let's get started. Card sketch tonight. I actually included the measurements. It's a little bit trickier. And then I'm going to roll a dice to see which stamps that I have to use. This will be number one. Now, if I roll number two, it'll be Sophisticated Sled. I did a really fun video on yesterday with this with a one sheet wonder template. And then Inspiring Snapdragons because I bought it. And look, brand new. I haven't even tried it before, so I have to do this one as well. And Country Flowers because really I think I've made one card with it and that was it. And it's August. I need some flower cards, so let's get started with that. So what stamp set am I using today? One. Okay, Country Flowers it is. Well, that won't be too bad. And then normally what I do is spin a wheel to see what ink and paper color I have to use. But I think my iPad is in my bedroom because I was trying to find some Harry Potter cards for my Harry Potter inspired class I've got coming up. So instead, what we're going to do is we will go to the color coach. And what color should we use? Well, Country Flowers actually has a coordinating paper pack. So let's grab that. And I'll see what's in there. Now, this is a brand new paper pack. And oh, guess what? Did you know Designer Series paper is on 15% off right now? So that's a win-win. And let me just see if I have an open one. Nope. Nope. Oh, I have another full one. Can you tell I love this paper pack? Oh, and it has a lace too. Okay, I'll see what I can find. If not, I'll open one up. I will use it eventually. Oh, and this one kind of coordinates. Another new pack. Okay, I got a lot of paper. Very strange. I can't find my open one. Okay, I think I'll just open one up. Should I use the lace? What colors are in the lace? So we've got Basic Beige, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Smoky Slate. This wood one's kind of fun. You know what? I might do the wood. Let's do like a kind of a table looking card. So I'm going to get a wood paper pack. Now I know somewhere in this room I do have one opened. And then we're going to go with a basic white card base for this, some Designer Series paper. So I think I need maybe Misty Moonlight. Oh, I don't know. And let's look at our color coach card. So Stampin' Up! Has 50 colors. Can you believe that? So we have 10 colors that get replaced every 2 years. They're sold, well, they're not sold in a bundle. We call them in colors. So for example, Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, Wild Wheat, Pebbled Path, and Copy Clay. Copper Clay will be sticking around for another year. So I'm very, oh no, they'll be retiring. Ooh, next year. And then the new colors we got this year was Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, and Shy Shamrock. So these will be sticking around for 2 years. And then all the other colors are our core colors. So we don't have to worry about that. Now, when you buy our colors, you can get a 10 package of paper. It's, well, 20 sheets. You get 10 colors, 2 of each in a pack. I always have to buy a full pack because I do so much stamping. Okay, I think let's check out Misty Moonlight. I really like blues and see what colors coordinate with it. And if not, I'm just going to go with the Designer Series paper because Stampin' Up! Has taken the guesswork out for me. Okay, so it's saying the color coach cards are recommending Misty Moonlight, Shy Shamrock, and Daffodil Delight. Now, if you don't have a set of color coach cards, I have some printed and I will mail it to somebody. Hello, Bilkis. Hello, Joy. And hello, Margaret Ann. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Who wants a set of color coach cards? Because I will do a draw for it and pop it in the mail for somebody. And hello, Kathy. How are you? It says, haha, I am somebody, Kathy. That's funny. You guys are funny tonight. Okay, we're going to use this, and we're going to use my favorite paper. I do a retreat once a year. We need Shy Shamrock. And I was actually going to use this set in June. I loved it so much. And then I switched it out. Okay, let me get my colors. So I need Misty Moonlight, Shy Shamrock, and I think white. Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight. Okay, Shy Shamrock. Let's get Early Espresso. Early Espresso. Okay, no Early Espresso. It's probably right in front of my nose. Let's get Crumb Cake. Yep, it's missing. Okay. And I'm still looking for Shy Shamrock. So hold on 1 second. Well, this one's pretty. Look at that beautiful color. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, that's what we're working with. So when I design a card, this is literally what I do. I usually start with a paper pack or the color coach cards. And I grab my colors, grab my ink pads, and start designing. Now, I don't think we need many ink pads today because I'm going to have to do some coloring with this. Ooh, tough one. Maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I don't want to use this set. Just kidding. It's not much of a challenge if I don't make it hard. Okay, so I need a basic white card base. This is what we're going for. So you guys can stamp along with me because look how easy it is. This is such an easy template today. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a normal card base. So you put the long side at the top of your paper trimmer. We're going to line it up at 5.5 inches and we're going to cut it in half. And that gives you 2 card bases. And then when you fold it in half again, you have a card. But if you have the super duper Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer that has a light gray scoring blade, you look like a professional. And ooh, look at that score line. I know, pretty exciting stuff. And it looks like I need, I did white, right? So I need some, I think I'm going to do Misty Moonlight for this layer. So this layer is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, let's take a look at the designer series paper first. Let's pick my paper and then I'll decide on my cardstock. So I love all these wood grain patterns. It's going to be a wood grain coming down. Is there one that's kind of a nice blue or is it too dark? Oh, that would look nice. Wouldn't that look pretty? Yeah, I think so. Is that too dark? Nah, let's go with this. Ooh, that one's colorful. It's almost too pretty. I don't want to cut into it. No, I think I'm going to use this one. Now, I know for sure I have this one because I just cut a whole bunch of cards for my Magnolia Mood card class coming up. Okay, let's go with this, and if I don't like it, I'll change it out. So I said 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Oh, yeah, here's a lace pattern. See, look at that other. Ooh, that paper looks almost prettier than the wood, doesn't it? Ooh, I like that paper. See, I have the paper right there and it's cut, so I've got to have one around my big messy office somewhere. Okay, so we got this cut, and then this one has to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we're cutting a square. And it's going to be at a diagonal. Is that going to look weird? If it looks weird, I'm changing my paper. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then if we chop it at a diagonal, not too weird. Well, kind of weird. It's best if you use non-directional paper. Actually, I'm okay with that. I'm going with that. Now, I could have flipped it around, but I don't think that looks amazing unless we put it on this. But see, it's got gray tones. So what I like to do is match my colors. So the gray browns kind of go, but the gray doesn't go. What do you think? The blue or the crumb cake, you guys? Eek! Blue or crumb cake? That was so that was Kathy. She says, that's because I said nobody was here. I didn't think anybody was here tonight, Kathy. I really didn't. Okay, let's see. Hello, Alexina. Joy, do you want a color coach card? You know what, Joy? I'm just going to send you one. Hello, Ellen. How are you? I will cut one for you and pop it in the mail, the color coach cards, because I do really like them, and I know you make a lot of cards too. Okay, so, oh, blue. Okay, let's go blue. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you. Okay, let's go blue. So that's basically going to be my card, but I want to do some cool things with the white. So I think I'll have a brown stool. I don't know, or should I just do some flowers on here? Look at this little pot. Isn't that just wonderful? Look, the little pot will fit. And then it looks like I've got some little flowers. I think that'll be cute. And then I'll put my sentiment on here. Right? That'll work. Okay, let me see. I gotta make sure I go back to my screen so I can see if I am in the video. There it is. Okay, now I'm ready to roll. So let's get a block. We got my pot, and I think I'm going to do some coloring, some fast coloring. I didn't even get any ink colors yet. Will this fit on here? Almost. Yep, it's good to go. Now, do I have a black ink pad? I feel like someone was in my stamping room messing with my stuff today. Everything is missing, but I know it wasn't. So I am a little bit of a foodie, and I made a delicious dinner tonight. I made a tomato carpaccio, and I got the recipe from the Edmonton Journal. I'll put a picture of it on my Instagram page. I thought it was so good. So if anybody has lots of tomatoes in their garden, now I don't. I had to buy them from a store, but they were still delicious. You're going to want this recipe. Okay, now this stamp set does have some dies, But this is supposed to be easy stamping 1, 2, 3, not can Carina use a big shot machine. So I'm going to try fussy cut it and just see. Now, can you see this little dead spot I'm getting here? I'm not sure if my ink pad is dry or the stamp is not totally flat. So if I ink it upside down like this, then flip it over. Yeah, see, that's a perfect image. So if you're not getting a good impression with your stamp, it could have a little flaw in it. Sometimes the photopolymers are not perfect, and you can get them replaced, or I could stamp it on a mat. A foam mat actually helps as well. And I'm just looking to see if I have any scrap paper. I'm thinking I want to color this maybe a light gray. I'm going to use a sponge, not a sponge. What is this? A little brush. And I need smoky slate. Yeah, I need smoky slate ink. Okay, I'll just grab some ink pads here. I just don't feel like coloring that in, so let's see what this looks like. Ooh, this might be brown. Eek. I don't know where my scrap paper went. There's some scrap paper. See, I started with this one. Oh yeah, there's a lot of brown on here. Trying to get it off. Oh, I'm going to try it anyway. Wish me luck. This might be, what does brown and gray make? A mud? We'll see. Oh yeah, that's making mud. Okay, I now have a brown slash gray flower pot. Hooray! I really should have cleaned it, but that's okay. I don't know what class that was from. But, you know, it's not terrible because there's a little bit of brown actually in this paper. So, you know, maybe this was a good mistake. And then I think what I'm going to do is see what these watercolor pencils look like. What colors do I have? Look how old this one is. Oh, so old. I don't think they have the right colors that I want. I don't even know what's new and what's not new. This is fresh freesia. That would look kind of pretty. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Now you can, with the watercolor pencils, you can take a bit of water and I think blend it out this way. Or we do have blending pens or blending brushes. Let's see if I got any water in here. Try to keep some in. Okay, I'm just going to pour some water in here. And I have to be really careful because this basic white paper is not meant for watercoloring. Okay, and I need to put a darker color on here. So let's use this one. It looks like I have a bit of gray. Ooh, look at these beautiful pencils. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, so, and the reason why I'm showing you this is I had a lady who said that she wanted to join me in one of my classes. She lives out of town. She has no stamping supplies, and one of the cards is going to have some coloring, and I was trying to think of a way that she could participate in the class without having to buy all the stamping blends, and the watercolor pencils are actually a really good value. I think they're around $25. Don't know for sure. Okay, so squeeze off most of the water, and then she can just use a paintbrush. Oh, see how it just blends it out? Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Okay, let's just see if I can create a bit of a shadow here. And I will have to let it dry, right? Because this is now wet. I have a little bit of a shadow. Okay, my brown gray pot is looking not too shabby. Okay, can I fussy cut? I do not fussy cut. Ever. I bought my first die cutting machine when Stampin' Up! Released the Big Shot. I'd actually bought a Cuttlebug first. And then I went to convention. It was, I think, in July. And then I came home, returned the Cuttlebug, and bought the Stampin' Up! Big Shot, it used to be called. And then when we had our new Stampin' Cut and Boss machine, wow. I was so excited about that because it's smooth, it rolls through, it's just fantastic. Okay, let's see if anybody has any questions. Hello, Jen, how are you? Looks like I've got a few people joining me tonight. Okay, there we go, and I will keep stamping. Okay, so like I said, not a super hard card today. Tuesday's video, not super hard. I've got a really fun card, though, I want to share with you guys, but I have to wait till next week. I could just sit and play all day long. What do you think? Purple? Fresh freesia? So I like to put a lot of color on my flowers. So we've got that one, and what other colors do I have? Maybe we'll have a yellow center. Yellow center. Not a lot of colors in here. Lots of greens, though. I guess I really didn't need my Shy Shamrock, did I? Should I do pink flower? Sure. Why not? We'll do Melon Mambo. Okay, I think this will work. What's under here? Extra paper. So anyway, and then tonight for dinner, I made jambalaya. It was an Emerald Lagasse recipe. Remember the guy who used to say BAM all the time? He had those fun cooking shows. He used to love his cooking shows. Anyway, so that's what I did. It took me about 2 hours to make dinner, but oh my goodness, it was so yummy. And then I wanted to start working on, like I said, my Harry Potter cards, if I get them together. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so now I'm doing the quick scribble technique, and if you have watercolor pencils, feel free to take your time when you color. I don't. I kind of always scribble. Did anybody growing up have nice coloring books? What was your favorite coloring book? I think I mentioned what mine is before, a long time ago. Mine was Holly Hobby. I don't know if anybody remembers Holly Hobby, but I remember, I grew up in Flin Flon, Manitoba, so there was not a lot of things to do. And we had 2 TV channels for the first little bit before we got cable. So I did a lot of coloring. It's lots of fun. And now I will color, but you know those adult coloring books, that's not my thing. I just want to stamp and make cards, but I do really like the blends. Okay, can you see how that blends it out? Just with a tiny bit of water and water painter. And you know, this would be great if you had kids at home for summer vacation. You could just take a whole bunch of images, stamp a whole bunch of images, take your watercolor pencils and let them color and design and make some cards on your holiday, or grab a paper pumpkin kit. The one I bought today, oh my gosh, it was the Halloween kit. I just think that is adorable. I was thinking I could do that at Bogani Cafe, but you need a glue gun apparently to assemble it. So I think I better test it and see how hard it is first. Okay, what do you think? Didn't that turn out cute? Now you can see it's not really it's buckling a little bit. So what I would do is just set that aside and let it dry. But because my easy stamping 1, 2, 3 video, I give myself a 30-minute time limit. We don't have that time, so I'm just gonna kind of put it wet. Hopefully we'll cut it out. See if I can cut this out relatively close to the image. And you don't want to go right to the outline. You always want to leave a little bit of white. Just looks a little nicer. Now that's what I do. It doesn't mean that that's right. You do whatever you want to do. And if you move the paper instead of your scissors, it just allows you to, I don't know, it just looks better when you cut it. I find I'm a little more successful. Okay, I really want to bring out my die cutting machine right now. And then I will have the new Stampin' Up! Catalogs. I should have them next week because I expedited my order for the mini catalogs. And customers can order them September, I think it's September 4th. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's put my card together. Like I said, this isn't, it feels, I think I need some ribbon or something to jazz it up. And is there a pattern I can put on here? We'll put my sentiment here. What could I put on here? Nothing really. Oh, look what this says. Flower market. Oh yeah, let's put this on my pot. Can you tell I haven't used this before? Okay, let's straighten this out. And we're going to stamp flower pot on here. Now this is scary because if I goof it up, that'll be sad. Okay, here we go. So flower market. Yeah, that looks not too bad. I feel like this needs an embossing folder. I don't like plain paper that much, but I don't think there, oh, there's this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it needs a pattern. It's just too blah. This layer needs a little help, and I think I've got my Misty Moonlight ink pad right here. And make sure I'm in the frame of the video. Now, where's this going to be? No sense creating more work for myself. So we'll go like this, this, and you know what? This matches the lace pattern. So this is actually part of a suite. So you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? Lace pattern? What is that? So this is like a super suite. It's got 2 coordinating stamp sets, 2 different packs of designer series paper. And this pattern matches the lace paper, kind of like this one from that card I made, right? This is what I thought would be great for Harry Potter cards. Doesn't that look like that train? What was that train on platform? I don't know, 9 3/4. Can't remember exactly what it was, but something like that. Okay, let me see here. Okay, that looks good. And I'll just take a quick peek to see if anybody had any more questions. We are good. Hello, Carol. How are you this evening? What's the weather like? I think you're in New Brunswick, right? What's the weather like in New Brunswick? One of these days, I really want to get out east. It's just every time I look at the flights, I'm like, wow, I could go to Hawaii or something for the cost of that flight. Mind you, it would be in Canadian dollars, so you know, that would be a win-win. Okay, let's put this on here. And I'm using my liquid glue because I can move my pieces. I always put my stuff on Cricut 90% of the time. Okay. See how that just creating the background really makes my card pop because it looked really flat. Now we got Flower Market and we need some kind of a sentiment. So I think Best Friend Ever would be lovely. Or is it too long? Best Friend Ever or Heartfelt Sympathy. Sending Love. Sending Love would fit better. So Lucky to Know You. That's lovely too. Sending Love. What's this one? So Lucky to Know You. Oh yeah, that'll work. I just feel like I could mail this to somebody. So Lucky to Know You. And let's see what I've got for a punch. Okay, let's first of all punch this out. Let's see how that fits. I feel like that's rather large. Okay, let's see. This may not work. If it doesn't, we'll fix it. Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's way too big. Okay, plan B. We're just gonna go like this. I need it to be a bit smaller. I kind of cheated on my sentiment because it was supposed to be a long strip. But you know, we're just gonna change it up a little bit. So lucky to know you. We got our nice little flower pot. I'm going to give it some ribbon. Let's see what I've got handy. So I've got 2 ribbons. This matches that nice sled. What's it called? Sophisticated. No, it's not sophisticated sled. What does that match, you guys? Some kind of a sweet. Oh, I know. The Iconic Celebrations. Or this one's in the annual catalog, and I think I really, really like this one. So let's just go like this. So lucky to know you. Okay. So lucky to know you, and then I think my time is up. So let's go like this. I'm just going to do a foldy over ribbon technique tonight. And that's it. What do you guys think? Cute? Now, the cool thing about this design is you can make it a lot harder. Just looking for my tear and tape adhesive. Stick that baby down. Okay, here we go. There. This is where I need a friend in my craft room to lend me their finger. Okay, there we go. So lucky to know you. Whoa, what is with that thread? Ooh, can we fray this ribbon? Okay, don't get me started on fray ribbon because that would be way too fun. Okay, let's glue this down really quickly. We're going to move this out of the way. I'm pretty happy with this card. Oh yeah, so where I was going with this before I got distracted again is that you can actually have this, if you keep that piece whole and you fold it in half, you can actually have it open, and then you could cut a double piece on this and have it open this way, so it would be a long card. I think we did that at one of my classes. But now that I've said that, I think that would be a really fun card design now. I'm gonna have to try it. Okay, so here we go. So lucky to know you. You're giving your friend a nice little pot of paper flowers. I love this paper. I love the suite. The paper, designer series paper right now is 15% off. If anybody needs a little bit of paper, I don't know. Let's just put that here. And then we can get some little bling really quickly. What do I have? There's probably bling that coordinates with this suite, but I don't know where it is right now. So we're just going to go like this. We'll sprinkle it on. We'll put 3, and then my card is complete. So let's take a look at the template that I'm using. I'm 5 minutes over. But, you know, not bad considering. So easy stamping 1, 2, 3. This was a card template. And that is the card that I created using the Country Flowers stamp set. Super cute. You could even change this to be happy birthday. Like I said, if you're an advanced stamper, I know there's a lot of good stampers here. You could just keep that piece whole, have a score line, have it open, and then have this blue part open as well. And I think it would be a fancy fold card that would also be easy. And I hope you enjoyed my card tonight. I'm just checking to see. Kathy, you liked it? Yay! Thank you. Carol says it's been nice today, but oh, New Brunswick is beautiful. Yeah, I'll have to get out there. Thanks, Margaret Ann. You like how the card turned out? Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I tried to walk Otto today, and we went down. I went with my sister-in-law. She had Monty, so the two of us were walking the 2 dogs. We went down into the ravine by my house. Then all of a sudden, it thundered, and then started to rain a little bit. But we've had weird weather today. It's like the rain gods did not want me to exercise, so I was more than happy not to. Otto, I'm sure, was sad he got a shorter walk, but it was a great day. So anyway, I'm rambling again, but this is the card we made today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you liked it, share with your friends. And I challenge you to try this template, make the card, and go #EasyStamping123. I'd love to see what you make. And I will be sending Joy a set of Color Coach cards. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.